Paige Evans. Thanks for joining me. I want to do a special walk and talk through my newest project, which is a 4th of July scrapbook or mini album, a full album sized 6x8, and it all started with these charms. These charms are from Emily Inspired Designs, and when she released the charms, I just had to snatch up a lot of them. And I've had them for about a year, knowing that we had a family reunion in Idaho for the 4th of July. And so a few weeks ago, I started by making some foundation pages. Now, before I do the walkthrough, I want to show you just some of the supplies that I used, and I will leave links. They are affiliate linked in the description where possible. And I'll just tell you the other things I used. So at Michael's, they had 2 specialty bundles of ribbon. They were on sale for $5 for the whole bundle. So I got the 2 different kinds, all red, white, and blue, really fun textures. I am using the Sweet Freedom collection from Pink Paisley. You can see I used almost all of the puffy stickers. And I love the non-traditional elements and colors a little bit from the Sweet Freedom collection. I'm also using 6x8 page protectors in different sizes, so 2 up. These are 2-inch squares, and there's 3, 6, 9, 12 sections, and these can hold 3x4, and I've also got a few different varieties of page protectors to fit the 6x8 album. I'm using 2 papers from my current collection with American Crafts called Splendid, this reddish orange floral and a what is this called? Just like a journaling paper, a lined paper. And then these are all of the collections that I'm using for this album. This is called Made in the USA from Miss Kate Cuttables, and I just love the colors. If I had to only pick one collection of all the ones that I'm using, it would be this one. And I found it on eBay. Again, I will leave a link to it. This one's non-affiliate. It's not from scrapbook.com. It's from eBay. And the papers and designs are just so cute and double-sided. I am using the America collection by Lori Whitlock for Echo Park. And yeah, you can see just all the scraps and things. You'll see why as I flip through the album. The Stars and Stripes by Michelle Coleman for Photo Play. And I love the quilt vibes and the plaid and the stripes. The America the Beautiful, also by Michelle Coleman for Photo Play. These florals got me. Anytime I can include florals, that's a win in my book. The Let Freedom Ring collection, also from Echo Park. So Stars and Stripes in the traditional colors. The God Bless America collection from Carta Bella. And then there's another floral. And this paper has kind of a different texture. It's a little, yeah, it's just got some texture to it. And then in all of those collections, it comes with stickers, and I've used most of the stickers. These mini foam thickers are from my Pick Me Up collection a few years ago. These thickers are from the Sweet Freedom collection from Pink Paisley, as are these 6x12 cardstock stickers. And then all of those collections that I just went through, they come with a sticker sheet. So you can see I've used a lot of them. This one is the Stars, Stripes, and Sparklers collection by Simple Stories. I didn't get the full paper collection just because, this is a silly reason, but the only reason is because there was a lot of yellow, and I just wanted to stick with more traditional colors for this mini album. Not to say it is super cute though, so if you want to do the full collection, by all means, make it your own. Those are the basic supplies that I used. So for the album, it's a 6x8 album by Simple Stories, and it has a chipboard cover, and I wrapped the cover with this red striped paper, and then on the insides added the floral paper to cover up the edges that I wrapped over and also to cover up the remaining chipboard. I tied lots of the ribbons around the spine and then used a floral punch, actually lots of floral punches, to create these layered flowers, and then bejeweled them with brads, and then added a collage of stickers and enamel dots for the title. The charm, again, all of the charms are from Emily Inspired Designs, and I simply attached them onto a a piece of pattern paper that tucks into the spine piece. On the spine, I have the year 2022, and then they're attached or they're clipped onto an eyelet that I set at the top, and then I can slide it behind. But I do take the charm out when I'm flipping through it just because it's so bulky. So my idea for this album was to create foundation pages kind of like you would with a December daily. So then all I had to do was take pictures and insert them. So a lot of these pages I made before we actually even went to Wallace. I made this title page from a 6x8, a full 6x8 page protector, poured in some sequins. This is a mix of sequins from scrapbook.com, stitched, poured a little more sequins, stitched, poured a little more sequins, and then stitched it closed. I also stitched the thickers on top just because I couldn't find an adhesive that would attach the chipboard thickers onto the page protector enough to hold them in place. And then on a lot of the pages, you'll see I added the ribbons from those bundles that I got at Michael's. So stitched on ribbon trim. This page was one of the papers that came inside this snap album by Simple Stories. And then on every page, almost every page, I created a tab from pattern papers just to help turn the pages a little bit easier. And here we go. Once I had some of my foundation pages complete, we'll get to those in a second as we're flipping through. I also added I added journaling spots and cards, the Project Lifestyle cut apart cards into the pockets. And then all I had to do was add my photos, journaling, and then embellishments. So this album, after all of the prep work was done, came together really easily. So added photos and then just topped it all off with embellishments. Here's one of the foundation pages, and quilts were my inspiration for a lot of these pages. I used a square punch to make all of these squares and then machine stitched through them to make them look like a quilt. I created a tab cut file in the right size so that I could attach all of these out of pocket, off the page pages onto the tabs and easily insert them into my album. So then I think I created about 10 or 12 of these quilt inspired pages or out of pocket pages. And then on the back of all of those, I added a full photo. There's so many photos from our vacation that I just couldn't narrow down, a lot of memories that I wanted to highlight. So with the especially cute, epically cute pictures, I enlarged them and added them onto the backs of these pages. Some page protectors don't have any photos at all. These cards are just oh so cute and they look great as is. So here we go. Photos, cute cards, embellishments. This is a fun pocket page protector. It has a 4x6 pocket at the top and then 6 2-inch square pockets at the bottom, so you can add photos and then journaling. And here's another one of the pages that I made beforehand. It's kind of featuring banners, so I used a punch and various pattern papers that I showed you at the beginning to make all these pennants and then stitched them onto the white cardstock. Flipping through, and I also have still photos of every spread on my blog. I love having bits and baubles and things sticking out from the page edges. It just makes it really eclectic and fun to turn every page. So this one's kind of a mixed media page. I added modeling paste through a custom stencil that I made just for this page. It's kind of like my confetti stars stencil, but I made it fit a 6x8 background and then used various star punches and topped it off with sequins. Pictures in front of the flag or a must, so the next few spreads are all about standing in front of this ginormous flag that a neighbor puts up every 4th of July. I took this scrapbook before I had any pictures purposefully to take pictures in front of the flag. So here's me holding the album in front of the flag, and it's just stripes on stripes on stripes, which I thought was kind of funny. Here's another quilt inspired page. So I simply used a diamond shaped punch and then aligned all of these diamonds and stitched through it. So the stitching adds that quilt-like vibe. A lot of the papers that you're seeing are from that Miss Kate Cuttables collection. I love the florals and the light blue and the dark blue. So I just tried to highlight those pattern papers a lot. And then these 2x2 pictures are from a walk around town. The weather was supposed to be pretty bad, so we wanted to squeeze in as much as we could before the downpour. It actually didn't end up raining very much, which was a miracle. So there we go. Here's another quilt inspired page. So I made a quilt cut file and backed some of the sections with pattern papers. If you have any specific questions about any of these spreads, just leave a comment below, or you can even email me and I can reply. Here I used hexagon punches to create another quilt inspired off the page with a full-sized photo on the back side. Sparklers are a must for the 4th of July. Some pinwheels that I created. You trim out squares and then you snip from the corners. I do actually have a YouTube tutorial showing how to make these mini pinwheels. Parades. These celebrate letters are fussy cut from a pattern paper. This is one of my favorite pages. They're mini flags. Each and every little piece was hand cut with a paper trimmer or punched and then stitched through. So you've got all these little flags on one page for an out-of-pocket, off-the-page foundation page. And on the back is the full photo again. Fun. And it was just so fun looking through all of the embellishments, finding bits and pieces that totally match. So my mom has these mason jars in the windowsill, and there's this mason jar sticker that's the same shade. It was just meant to be. I even saved a piece of ephemera from our tour, the Sierra Silver Mine tour. And adding all of the stickers and stuff on top of the page protector really makes this album just come to life. All of these little extra hearts and stars and strawberries and lemons. This whole spread right here is pictures that I couldn't include anywhere else, so it's kind of a catch-all page. Bicycle, and then we get to the fireworks. So here is layered stars, and I stitched them onto the background with a little French knot. Here's a die cut that's peeking off the top of the page. So again, it's one of those elements that you can see from almost all the angles of the album as you're looking at it from the sides. And it's funny because I actually made this quilt page first, but it's become the last page in my album. So I used a cut file to make all of these petals, stitched through them, and then bent up the edges to create some texture and dimension. And that, my friends, is my 4th of July album. I hope you are inspired to make a similar album. Doesn't have to be about 4th of July, but just pocket page albums are really fun to pre-make the pages and then slip in the cards, add your photos, add the journaling and embellishments, and it comes together pretty quickly. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, I've added affiliate linked supplies where possible in the description, and I'll also leave a blog link where you can find still photos and more info about this album. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again really soon. Have a great day.